Salutations, my skirmish stands. As is now tradition for the Manson YouTube channel, we've got a bit of a highlight here from the first player in the world to take down a skirmish with Levia in this new Season 5. I think one other player did it. He had a bit of a feature on the FabTCG website. But now we're taking ourselves all the way to Italy and getting to know a little bit about our friend Pietro here, great League of Levia member.
Hello to all guys. I'm very honored to be here in your video and try to represent Levia for Italian player.
Well, you did a fantastic job. Winning a skirmish season is like the best thing you can do right now. So real congratulations to that. But before you actually, got into the meat of this tournament, tell the league a little bit about who you are and how you got into playing Levia at all.
Yeah. Hi to all. My name is Pietro. I live on Italy. I love card game since I was 14. I really play a lot of card game, more casually, but I play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, some Magic. Last year I play some of KEYFORGE.
Oh yeah,
A good game, but is a little bit
a little
stalled
dead
now.
Yeah.
And one my friend tell me of Flesh and Blood. I reached my first Blitz deck, and I reached Levia. All my friend or community say me this is not a good Blitz deck.
That's what they always say.
Yeah, same story for all. But for me, I see that for interesting challenge for me to have an hero that can do a lot than more than people think. I think.
Oh, for
Is
sure.
A very strong character.
Yeah, well, she's the stronger the more you play her, right? The more
Yeah.
experience you have with her, the more you can push her strengths to the highest. And you actually took down this entire event undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Right? 6-0. So that's crazy impressive. I mean, going into this event, did you feel like she was the right hero for you to pick if you like truly wanted to win, or were you looking to just have some fun and maybe things work out?
Yeah, because when I start, I'm not sure about Levia on competitive, but I see one or two of your video, and I see a lot of player can win with these heroes. So I try to figure out one list that can fit me on my playstyle. And yeah, I'm very sure that I discovered a list that fit me for Levia.
Yeah, it looked like you must have seen the older skirmish video because I remember seeing your list. It was very centered around those same like combo hands. It's like the best way to play her, honestly.
I think was for now the best list on Blitz for Levia, the more solid and aggro.
Hey, well, at this point, it's won like 2 skirmishes, so that speaks for something, right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so thanks. You inspired me a little bit because I was trying some other goofy skirmish builds this season. But you know what? We'll just go back. We'll just go back to what works.
We can do it. We can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. So as far as the event itself, tell us a little bit about it. Like, how big was it? What kind of local players are you normally scared of? Like what's your local meta like?
Yeah, on Italy, the community is starting grow right now, I think, because with HP1 with foreign language, more new player coming to play, and if my local store starting 2 months ago, first Armory.
Wow.
And now
skirmish already. That's awesome.
Yeah, skirmish and 11 player. So was not bad for the start.
No, that's super solid. Super solid.
Yeah, and I love that is a lot of variety on the meta. Nobody plays the same hero on my local. So
that's fun.
And nobody play Viserai.
So well, he's gone, right? He's gone. Yeah, so that's even
for
better.
Me was a very good meta. On the tourney there are 2 Dorinthia, was a hero who love played on my local. 2 Icelander, and 1 Kano, 3 Wizard. Only
Wow.
one Fi, only one.
Interesting.
There are an Oldim, a Dash, and a Briar. A Briar. A Briar is a very problem.
Wow. Well, those are
And this,
still all like very meta relevant heroes. You didn't
yeah,
say like Shiana. You didn't say,
no,
Valda.
yeah,
No,
this
those are
is
the
the
good ones.
meta, the local meta of
Yeah.
hero.
Well, super
Um,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Speaking of the translation set that came out, is there a favorite card of yours that's funnily translated? Would you say? Because I've heard that a lot of those translated cards are a little goofy. Is there an
Uh,
example you have? I'm interested.
yeah, fortunately, I didn't play Runeblade because translation was very goofy and bad. It was Lama Runica.
La Marunica. Interesting.
Yeah, but for Levia, some card was spicy. Beast Within was very, very nice on Italian language.
Oh, ooh, if only those came out in foil, that would have been kind of cool to pick
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Some foil
And
Italian Beast Within.
I wait for Levia Marvel, Levia Marvel
Right.
too. Yeah,
Ooh, that will
I
be
wait that.
sexy. I will shell out big money. I'm sure we all will. The whole League of Levia, I've now just made LSS free money because we're all gonna shell out for that card. It's gonna be so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, for sure, for
Imagine they
sure.
do Plasma Fet as well.
Oh my God, yeah, what was a big
Ooh,
flex.
that'd be so cool. Okay, well, thanks for the intro here. Now that we have
No
kind of
problem.
the scene set on how
Yeah,
this Blitz tournament is, the amount of players, metagame,
yeah,
pretty solid. Just walk us through a bit of like your Swiss games and how you played
yeah,
against, and yeah.
yeah. It was a 4 round of Swiss.
Mm.
The first round, I'm against Dorinta. Was my friend and was a good player. He started 2 months ago and is qualified on national. So he
Wow.
push a lot,
Yeah.
and is a good player of Magic and other card games. So he play a lot with him and know perfect my list. So it's not a good deal with Levia.
Mm, mm.
Um, it's the only game of 6 round. Then I think I can't lose if I don't roll scab.
Yep. Hey, it's a Hail Mary card, right? If you
Yeah,
need the potential win condition, it's there sometimes. Hmm.
yeah. It's one point that I can't leave out my blood depth. Is I'm on fatigue and I try to push scab skin for swing big più Bonnier Marauder to
Mhm.
push a lot of damage. And fortunately, this work. And I won with that 6 of scab skin. But was the first and the only time I roll scab skin on this tournament.
Wow. Yeah, that build is like very Scabskins averse. So you played it
Yeah,
correctly. I've seen a lot of people,
yeah.
they try to play that version and they think, oh, I'll keep this hand. I'll try to roll scabs, squeak in like a one cost. That's not how you play the build. So you were keen on that. Well done.
Yeah, I
Well done.
see the ultimatum. Ultimatum.
Mhm. So cool. Round
uh,
one, you got it.
the
That's a
round
tough
one,
matchup
got it.
sometimes. Round two, what'd you have?
Second matchup, I'm very afraid because I match up Dash.
Mm.
Dash, I'm not very good with Dash because when he starts first, he push a lot of damage in the first 2-3 turns.
Hmm.
So I have to use all my equipment zone. Carrion Ask is fast on the Blood Depth zone,
Hmm.
and I'm on fatigue. So,
So
so
are you saying you were trying to fatigue the dash, or they were blocking you?
yeah, I try to block the first
You
turn
blocked the
because he
dash. Okay.
starts first.
Hmm.
He start first. I try to block the first turn because in my hand I have a Nourishing Emptiness.
Hmm.
That was my spicy card added on
Yeah.
this list. And I start to second, but I have Blood Rush and other 2 attack. So I don't want to block with my hand because Nourishing don't go. And I want draw 1+ because I have Blood Rush.
Hmm.
Yeah. I block all with my equipment. First turn is a lot of greedy because Ask
Yeah, it
is
is.
turn 1 Blood Depth. But on my first turn I Golia Gauntlet più Nourishing, 8 Dominate.
Hmm.
I draw +1 and I have Blood Rush below on Arsenal at the end of my turn. So I have 5 cards, 1 pitch blue, 3 attack, and 1 awakening.
Ah, that's good stuff. Well played to see that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goliath with Nourishing is a very good combo. That's smart.
Yeah.
Something I'll try.
And I want to play in this mode. So I want to block with Awakening and do a normal Blood Rush of 4. Yeah, was good. But I have saved already the Crown.
Mm-hmm.
So I can fix this card to do a better Blood Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And this work. I think Awakening and I draw the fourth attack, sorry. And I do my best Blood Rush below with 1 pitch blue, Blood Rush on Arsenal, and 4 attack.
Fantastic. Yeah, hey,
Was perfect.
People say Dash is like super aggro, but hey, if you set up your early game like that into a Blood Rush, that's good stuff. Levia takes those games.
I think it was the only thing to win with Dash. Mm-hmm. You have to play Blood Rush in 2-3 turns max.
Yeah, I've tried, when you're facing those aggro Dash, to just try to block them out and just pretend that you don't really do anything until they're pretty low on deck and you know that they've only got like blues left. And it's okay, but you do leak damage, right? So like you said, if you find the Blood Rush, you should try to race that matchup. But if you're not seeing Blood Rush, I almost think you should just try to block them out still, because your whole deck does block pretty well. It's a tough one, so well done. You got it.
Yeah.
What was round 3?
Round 3 was against the only Dromai of the tournament. I'm very, very good with Dromai because I can pop all from my hand. It was the second game, then I start first, and I have Nourishing on my hand, the spicy card. He let me win 2 games of 6, this card.
That's
because
crazy.
With Dromai, I play same, start first, Nourishing Golia, 8 dominate, +1 draw, and I draw Blood Rush. So in 2 turns, I have ended this game. It was really, really fast.
Yeah, really fast. That Dromai was 2-0, so they were doing something right. That's pretty impressive. And you just knocked him out.
Yeah.
Like,
I finished the game with 21 life.
Oh, Lord. Hey, that's those sigils, too. I love the sigils.
Sigil turn 1 was a very, very, very good card.
Right, and the instant fill for the graveyard, just so that blood doesn't kill you. Yeah. That card's...
It saved the tempo for the Carrion Ask, 1 turn. Was really, really good.
Oh, yeah. So, super solid. So that's round 3. Took it out. What was round 4?
Round 4 was the other Dorinte of the tournament.
Oh, wow. But at this point, you're locked in anyway, right? Because you're, even if you lose 1, you'll be in the cut. But you had to just beat that Dorinthia. You had to go 6-0.
But I'm really competitive player, so I don't want only reach the top. I want to play perfect and win all game if I can.
And yet you play Levia. People say competitive players don't play Levia. Look at this. We got a league Levia out there. Best in Italy.
Thank you. I tried. And so my plan with Dorinthia is try to push Blood Rush on the first turn to block me with all equipment, and try to finish her with Writing Beast Hulk plus Awakening or Unworldly, because it can take 10 dominate when is out of equipment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a huge number for Blitz.
It's a strategy game of 4, 5, 6 turns, but in this tournament for me work. In this game particularly, I won because if wrong attack reaction on my block. So this is a little advantage me. And when I got my Blood Rush turn, is on fatigue. And I close with Writing Beast Hulk in Arsenal. I wait 2 turns for have 6 cards on graveyard and play Unworldly, few Golia, and Writing Beast Hulk. So was a 10, 12 dominate and is out of equipment. So was a GG.
That's the beauty as well of playing the Awakening Bellow. You can kind of push it that same way, right? 9 dominate, 10 dominate. These are just
Yeah,
like amazing ways to close in Blitz. So
yeah,
you are like playing perfect, like you said. You're finding your lines. You know how to close the game, which a lot of people can struggle with in Levia. So 4-0, you make it to that top cut. Your first seed, I assume. How's that feel? Are you confident at this point?
yeah. I'm
Nerves?
pretty confident because I think I have the right list in the
Mm-hmm.
right meta,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a little bit lucky on the game. I draw the good card, the good blood rush on the second, third turn, but this is Blitz,
It's
and
Blitz. Every deck can get
yeah,
lucky like that. It's nothing against
yeah, yeah.
Levia. Yeah.
It's aggro format, so no excuse. And I'm very well, but on top we are one Levia, one Kano, and I'm not too much good against Kano because I have
That's
to
true.
draw blood rush turn 1 or something.
Pretty much.
I have AB3, so it's good, but not AB4.
Mm-hmm.
And there is the Dorinthia. Then I match up on the first round.
Oh, that Dorinthia. Interesting.
That Dorinthia and the Briar. The Briar got the top.
Wow, so two
Uh,
new heroes you hadn't played against, and honestly some of the tougher
yeah,
ones as well.
yeah, yeah. So my first top 4 was against Briar.
Uh-huh.
I'm not very happy, not for the matchup, but because I know the player and is a really strong, intelligent Briar player.
Mm-hmm.
He know Briar perfectly. He play a lot of game, and he know very well Levia.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, I think from the start, then I lose because I decide to start first, and I draw 4 red for blood depth.
Ooh, yeah.
So I can't refill the graveyard. I can't block, and I want pitch 2 for a swing 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Arsenal Pass. Start on Channel Mount. Oh my god, I think this is the end of my top.
Oh my god, that's worst case for you, best case for him.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. And I think, yeah, he play me Channel Mount. I have to block, because it's 2 or 1 turn of more damage push me.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. I block very well because Levia have Carrion Ask, was simply the best defense of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You can take 1 turn tempo, and in Blitz was consistently. And a late 2 round against Tunnel Mount, and he tried to fatigue me. He didn't draw good. He start to draw very bad. He swing me a payload 3 dominate, Arsenal pass. So what? What
Yo,
are you doing?
wow. That's
Yo,
horrible.
and I start to draw good. I start a turn for my blood rush with all combo, and I
Mm-hmm.
start to push him.
Right.
In the next 2 round, I push very a lot, and Briar cannot take 2 round of pushing 15 more damage,
Right.
and
Well, that's kind of
it's
the
a game.
the thing about Briar, right? Is like their deck can be inconsistent, and when
Yeah,
they have that bad turn, you can pretty much tell. It's pretty telegraphed. No go again,
yeah,
small attack, whatever. You block it, they don't get their embodiment, and then you just have this great
yeah,
turn into them. And if they try to take an off turn block out, then they're just never going to get that embodiment back. Really, they have to like try to from that bad turn pivot back into a good turn. But like you're saying, I mean, Levi's damage is so good, her pivot's so strong with her equipment, that can be just like the window can just be too small in Blitz for that. So, and once again, you
yeah,
capitalized on the weak spot and you took that game.
yeah. I took that game, and I'm very, very happy because this is the game that I think on the start then I lost because I drew very bad, but I
Mm-hmm.
can retake the fatigue and win this game was really a lot for me, for the moral.
Right, and because at this point, I mean, the finals can be Kano or Dorinthia. Obviously,
Yeah,
you want it to be the
K-
Dorinthia. What did it end up
Kano
being?
lose against Dorinthia Kano. So
Ooh, so you felt
is
good.
the third matchup against Dorinthia of the tourney. 3
Right.
Dorinthia of 6, but I'm really positive because I have won 2 Dorinthia. and I have planned the same strategy. So in this game, I didn't draw bad or good. The opponent same, but I can take the tempo to do my strategy. So the first 3-4 round, try to block when you want push his specialization.
Mm-hmm.
And when I have the blood rush ready, try to push not only for more damage, but for he block me with all equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So turn 5, I prepare based with Hulk on Arsenal.
There you go.
Was my main combo against Dorinter.
Yep.
And this time, with Blood Rush below, I swing a claw, he block a claw.
Mm-hmm.
I not swing the second claw, but I play Awakening. So
Right,
you free
right.
Intimidate,
Mm-hmm.
Golia, and Writing Beast Hulk. Writing Beast Hulk from 11, 12, 13 with Blood Rush, 13 dominate.
Sheesh.
And is a 9 life. So I won
God, that's so good.
with that combo.
It gives me hope.
I
mean,
think Race Beast Hulk was the MVP card of Levia in this tournament.
That's so good to hear because people look that card. It definitely doesn't feel great early, but the way you're playing it is exactly why it's there. Because dominate on a stick for pretty much like no effort, right? You're just doing what the deck's supposed to do anyway. Banish 3, hit a 6. That is so strong. When you pump it tall and blitz, it just ends the game out of nowhere. And like you're saying, opponents just get a little bit disrespectful with their equipment because they assume like no hit effect, and that's true. Dominate's not a hit effect, but it's just going to close it if you wasted your equipment. So hey, really well played. I mean, like every game you're telling me about is like I'm on the edge of my seat. This is good stuff. It's not just like
thank you.
Rolling your opponent.
It's
Other
an
than that,
honor
draw my
for
game.
me.
Other than that, draw my game. That was a free.
Yes, it was a free win. This, unfortunately, for the player.
Hey, but you know, Dromai for once is a good matchup anyway for us. We finally have like that good matchup.
And I think Brightening Beast Hulk was good again with this action because he followed the rule of pitch blue of Levia. So with one pitch blue and one card on Arsenal and one on hand, you can throw Brightening Beast Hulk plus Awakening or Unworldly. And for 3 pitch, 9 or 10 dominate intimidate was really strong.
That's the curve, baby. You play to that curve every turn, and like good things happen.
I try to Arsenal all around and try to play on the curve of the pitch blue.
Hey, well done. Again, now the run's over. You won this whole thing. You feel good about the list, but is there something you would change about it moving forward? Because I saw you were experimenting, right? You had the base list from season 4, but you added the nourishing, and obviously it was really good. I think I also saw you added like this round's on me. What do you think about your changes? What would you change moving forward?
I had the Crone because before it doesn't exist. And I think the Crone was what a card we invent for Levia. You know, in all formats, it was really strong.
It's very good. Very good.
I think all game then I play Crone helped me a lot to win this card in all game.
Yeah.
I didn't know why, but it's okay.
Well, it's just so it's actually an extra bit of skill testing as well. Because yes, it's 2 block, but when will you use it? When do you need that hand fix? Maybe it's not as obvious as I've all read, so I need to use it. But, you know, cycling an arsenal to true 5 cards, or just trimming around a blood rush, or digging for your win con, like the card does a lot when you think about it, like every turn. It's just an extra decision point. So it's a great card. It's so good for Levia. You're right. Yeah.
I add the nourishing because all you can see is a very spicy card on Blitz. When you have on turn 1, simply can win a lot of the game on this turn. With 8 dominant first turn is very strong. And I added this round on me because there are 1-5 is a pitch blue that block 3, but unfortunately I start play 2 months ago, so I don't have A of Ophidia because
Sure.
it's a cheap solution.
That's a good
But
replacement. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, I think when I got it, I changed with Wikipedia.
Oh,
I
so
think
you would
was
still
very
prefer
good.
Ivophilia. Interesting. Sometimes
Yeah,
in Blitz
yeah,
that card's like, because it's a non-block, but digging up 2 is so big for
yeah.
finding your good
But
stuff.
with Blood Rush, other card is very, very good. Opt to.
That's
Yeah,
true. Well, okay, last question actually. Did you ever play Doomsday? I didn't hear you say it. Did you ever summon Blasphemfet? Did you ever
I ne-
satisfy our Demon Lord? Come on.
I never see it, but against Dromai on the third turn, I have a lot of blood depth, 7 blood depth on third turn, and
Ooh.
I swing Doomfist on instant in his turn, and he give me the game because I have all Sept and Blasphemfet, and he's 2 life.
Oh, okay. So basically you put the fear of God in him. You summon Blasphemfet and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
concede it. That's good.
only
That's
the
good enough.
fear. Yeah.
That's good.
Another card good in Blitz was Doomsday. It saved me a lot of game, not in this tournament, but
Hmm.
it's a really strong card. There's some only Levia have,
Hmm.
and I think in the late game was an incredible card.
Okay, well, see, that's good to hear because that's another card that people are kind of questioning. It's a non-block. Maybe games are too short, but I think Crown's another beautiful piece in helping around those like maybe clunky non-block hands. Maybe that's why you're using it.
Yeah,
So yeah, I would good. I would keep that in. Good thing you think the same. Perfect. So this was a fantastic interview. Loved hearing about Levia players all the way out there in Italy. I will be at the Pro Tour. Are you going to be there? Will I see you?
I can't for now. I really start 3 months ago, so now I have to
Okay.
set up all, and next year I think I can try to figure out how to travel for the tourney
Right.
uh, out of Europe. Uh, I
Whoa,
think,
all right, world
yeah,
traveler.
yeah,
That's what Flesh and Blood does to you, man. You get that bug. You want to go to every calling.
yeah.
It's good
I
stuff.
hope one day can meet you from live.
Hey, well, I'll keep traveling. If there's another event, big event in Europe, I'll try to make it again. But it
Yeah,
is unfortunate I won't see the Pro Tour. There's another Italian player I'm a huge fan of, Arc. He's the Kano
yeah,
player. Do you know him?
yeah. I know, I know. You have this my same name. It's
Yeah,
called
Pietro.
Pietro,
Yeah,
like
Pietro.
me. And see, yeah, I know. He's a really, really, really good Kano and wizard,
Hmm.
and represent the Italian Flesh and Blood community for his content creator and other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't meet him on personal, but I talk with him, and he's really, really good guy and good player.
Well, so far, hey, the only people I've met from Italy, Pietro and Pietro, very different
Yeah,
hairstyles, I will say, but you guys are both pretty freaking awesome. So hopefully, I'll make it out to Italy one day, meet you guys again,
yeah, for
or I'll
sure.
probably see him at the Pro Tour. But hey, this once again, love talking to you. Any last shout outs at the end here? Anything you want to call out, teach to the League of Levi members that are all watching this video? Your last little tidbits.
Yeah, I do my shout out for all Italy community, and I want to shout out all Levia League community
That's right.
because
That's right.
who
Best
play
community in
Levia
the
is,
game. Best community in
yeah,
the game. Don't doubt
who play Levia is on my heart for
it.
sure. Is a challenge, but we can do a good stuff with this hero.
Yep, we can win. It's hey, it like kind of came easy to you. I think you're trend
Yeah,
setting here.
and thanks to you, man, because you are the first then coming out with Levia, and if I don't see your 2-3 video, I think I didn't took this challenge on me.
Oh well,
So thank you
thank
to
you,
you. Congrats to you.
thank you. Yeah, I need to get back on more of the consistent Levia content train. I think some of that old stuff is a little dated, but hey, got you in only a couple months ago, so that
Yeah,
feels good. Thanks a lot. That means a
yeah.
lot.
Thank you. No
Um,
problem.
Well, cool, man. We'll just wrap up here. And thanks for everyone for watching. The League of Levia, very active Discord. Pietro's in there. A lot of the other really good Levias are in there to share knowledge, help some of the newer players. And that's free to join. That's in the Discord right below, along with some other really cool links like web store, maybe even a Patreon if you're feeling super generous. But yeah, that'll be it. So, Pietro, catch
Hello.
you in the next
See ya.